What if there was a hidden state of mind that could reshape your entire existence? A way of thinking and being that could turn your life around, bringing you more happiness, success, and fulfillment than you ever thought possible. This isn't a fairy tale or a magic trick. It's a real, achievable mental state that has the power to change your whole life. Today, we're going to explore this incredible state of mind and how you can tap into it to transform your world. Our minds are incredibly powerful. They shape our reality, influencing how we perceive and interact with the world around us. The state of our mind affects everything we do, from our daily decisions to our long-term goals. It impacts our relationships, our careers, our health, and our overall satisfaction with life. But here's the thing. Most of us are walking around in mental states that don't serve us well. We're stuck in patterns of thinking that hold us back, limit our potential, and keep us from experiencing the fullness of life. But what if you could shift into a different state? A state of mind that opens up new possibilities, enhances your abilities, and allows you to see the world in a whole new light. This is what we're talking about when we say there's a state that can change your whole life. It's not about becoming a different person, but about accessing the best version of yourself, the version that's been there all along, waiting to be awakened. This state isn't some mystical, unattainable thing. It's grounded in science, backed by research, and has been experienced by countless individuals who have used it to turn their lives around. It's a state of heightened awareness, deep focus, and unwavering positivity. It's a state where fear dissolves, creativity flourishes, and your true potential comes to the forefront. But before we dive into how to access this state, let's talk about what it looks like when you're not in it. Many of us spend our days feeling stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed. We struggle with self-doubt, procrastination, and a lack of motivation. We feel stuck in unfulfilling jobs or relationships, unable to make the changes we know we need. We might experience frequent mood swings, difficulty concentrating, or a general sense of dissatisfaction with life. These are all signs that you're not operating in the optimal state of mind. And if you're experiencing any of these, you're not alone. In fact, it's incredibly common in our fast-paced, high-pressure world, but it doesn't have to be this way. The state we're talking about is more than just positive thinking or temporary motivation. It's a fundamental shift in how your brain functions. When you enter this state, your brain activity changes. Neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, chemicals associated with pleasure and well-being, are released in higher quantities. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for higher-level thinking and decision-making, becomes more active. At the same time, activity in the amygdala, the brain's fear center, decreases. This means you're less reactive to stress and more able to respond thoughtfully to challenges. Your brain waves shift too, moving into patterns associated with focus, creativity, and insight. But what does all this mean for your life? The benefits of entering this state are truly remarkable. In relationships, you become more present, empathetic, and understanding. You're better able to communicate your needs and listen to others. This leads to deeper connections and more satisfying interactions with the people in your life. In terms of productivity, you'll find yourself able to focus for longer periods, come up with innovative solutions to problems, and follow through on your commitments. Tasks that used to feel overwhelming become manageable, and you'll start to make real progress towards your goals. Your health can improve too. This state is associated with lower levels of stress hormones like cortisol, which can have a positive impact on everything from your immune system to your cardiovascular health. Many people report better sleep, more energy, and an overall sense of vitality. Perhaps most importantly, this state can dramatically increase your overall happiness and sense of fulfillment. You'll feel more connected to your purpose, more appreciative of the present moment, and more optimistic about the future. Life's challenges don't disappear, but you become better equipped to handle them with grace and resilience. Now, there are some common misconceptions about this state that we need to address. First, it's not about being happy all the time or never experiencing negative emotions. That's not realistic or even desirable. Negative emotions have their place and can provide valuable information. Instead, This state is about responding to all emotions in a balanced, constructive way. It's also not about becoming someone you're not. You don't need to change your personality or your values. This state allows you to be more authentically yourself, free from the limitations of fear and self-doubt. Another misconception is that this state is only for certain types of people, those who are naturally positive or have easy lives. That's simply not true. This state is accessible to everyone, regardless of their circumstances or background. So how do you enter this life-changing state? It starts with awareness. Pay attention to your current mental state. Notice your thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations. This awareness is the first step towards change. Next, practice mindfulness. This doesn't mean you need to meditate for hours, though meditation can be helpful. It's about bringing your attention to the present moment throughout your day. Notice the sensation of your breath, the feeling of your feet on the ground, the sounds around you. This simple practice can help shift your brain out of stress mode and into a more balanced state. Another powerful technique is reframing. This involves looking at situations from different perspectives. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself, what's another way to look at this? What opportunity might be hidden here? This doesn't mean ignoring real problems, but it helps you approach them with a more open, solution-oriented mindset. Gratitude is another key to entering this state. Regularly take time to appreciate the good things in your life, no matter how small. This trains your brain to notice the positive, which can have a profound effect on your overall state of mind. Physical activity is also crucial. Exercise releases endorphins, reduces stress, and can help shift your mental state. Find a form of movement you enjoy, whether it's walking, dancing, yoga, or any other activity. Your environment plays a role too. Surround yourself with positivity. This might mean spending time in nature, listening to uplifting music, or connecting with supportive people. Limit your exposure to negative influences, including excessive news consumption or toxic relationships. Learning and growth are also important. Regularly challenge yourself to learn new things. This keeps your mind flexible and open to new possibilities. It doesn't have to be anything big. Learning a new word each day or trying a new recipe can be enough to stimulate your brain in positive ways. As you start to practice these techniques, you'll likely notice changes in your life. Many people report feeling more energized, more creative, and more in control of their lives. They find themselves making better decisions, both big and small. Relationships often improve as they become more present and understanding. But it's important to note that entering this state isn't always easy. You might face challenges along the way. Old habits and thought patterns can be stubborn. You might have days where you slip back into old ways of thinking. This is normal and doesn't mean you're failing. The key is consistency. Keep practicing even when it feels difficult. Over time, it becomes easier to enter and maintain this state. It's like building a muscle. The more you work at it, the stronger it becomes. This isn't about achieving perfection. It's about progress. Every time you shift your mind into this state, even for a short while, you're rewiring your brain and creating new positive patterns. One of the most exciting aspects of this state is its ripple effect. As you change your own mental state, you'll likely notice changes in those around you. Your positivity can be contagious. You might inspire others to make changes in their own lives. Your improved relationships and increased productivity can have far-reaching effects. Imagine a world where more people were operating in this state, a world with less conflict, more innovation, more compassion. By working on your own mental state, you're not just changing your life, you're contributing to positive change on a larger scale. So what's next? The power to change your life is in your hands. Start small. Choose one technique we've discussed and commit to practicing it daily for a week. Notice how it affects your mental state and your life. Then gradually add more practice. Remember, this is a journey. There will be ups and downs, but each step forward is progress. Be patient with yourself and celebrate your successes, no matter how small they might seem. As we wrap up, let's recap the key points. There's a mental state that has the power to change your whole life. It's grounded in science and accessible to everyone. This state can improve your relationships, boost your productivity, enhance your health, and increase your overall happiness and fulfillment. You can enter this state through practices like mindfulness, reframing, gratitude, physical activity, and continuous learning. It takes consistency and patience, but the rewards are truly life-changing. Your mind is a powerful tool. By learning to guide it into this optimal state, you're unlocking your true potential. You're stepping into a life of greater joy, purpose, and fulfillment. And in doing so, you're not just changing your own life, you're contributing to positive change in the world around you. So, are you ready to step into this life-changing state? The journey begins with a single step, and that step is your decision to try. Your future self will thank you for the choice you make today. Remember, you have the power to reshape your entire existence. It all starts with your state of mind. Take that first step and watch as your whole life begins to change.